Next time you get mad at a woman, remember, she's probably retarded. It's not her fault.
Huh?
Go with me.
What are you talking about?
Go with me.
Sure, I work here.
You're not funny, you're not cute.
You're not cute.
Fuck off.
Fuck you.
Fuck off.
Arch that shit. Like a good little boy.
You record yourself going up to that man to mock and make fun of him, thinking it's going to be funny, that he's going to be okay with it, probably because you arrogantly think that every man wants you, only for him to reject you and tell you to get away from him, which of course you can't handle, so you have to call him a little boy. How embarrassing for you. Here's an idea. How about you just leave people alone? I mean, people in the gym are not accessories for you to use for your social media content. And 24-Hour Fitness should kick your ass out for this. You need to do better. Mind your own business.
I don't understand what people complain about. It is literally the biggest break I have ever had in my life. It was incredibly easy. You're not really doing anything. You know what I mean? It's not actual work. You're like packing a lunch and unloading a dishwasher and like getting Halloween decorations at Target. And people are like, oh my God, I'm so tired. And I'm sorry, but if your kids are in school, you're basically like, you have like 6 hours to yourself, you know?
I mean, I think everyone's circumstances are different, and that can come down to like their living situation, financially, their partner. Do you think that maybe your circumstances are easier than some?
Yeah. All the moms that I know, they have more time for Pilates. They have a Roomba, an Instacart, a crock pot that does like half of the work for them.
Why do you feel like all these other moms, we hear all this, oh my gosh, it's like the hardest job, you know, there's so much to do.
Maybe they're just bad at it.
So y'all don't think it's only me saying it. I keep on saying, I understand it's hard to be a parent, but being a parent in this day and age, with all this technology compared to what they had to go through back then, has never been easier. You can literally Google, hey, what kind of medicine? How much dosage? ChatGPT. Hey, is this normal? I mean, still check with your provider, obviously, your pediatrician, primary care, all of that. Still check with that. But you have a lifeline to where you're not sitting in the middle of the night by yourself. There's ERs, freestanding ERs everywhere. You have urgent care. If you can make it to the next day, that's $30. Hey, my baby's going through X, Y, and Z. My child is going through X, Y, and Z. $30 to $50, depending on where you are, for an urgent care instead of a huge ER bill, right? ERs for emergencies. I'm just saying it's there if you need it, right? Your child just doesn't suffer. They got medicines. They got 24-hour pharmacies open. Literally whatever you need. I mean, you got Facebook groups. And I will say that you have a lot of women in these Facebook groups, these mom groups, on Reddit forums that provide assistance. That's fantastic. That's great. That's a good way to use these types of things versus are we dating the same man sort of nonsense that they got going on. It's never been easier. So your job, although it's pretty difficult, you're gonna be tired. You're gonna be tired. Let's not get that. And then on your body, on a woman's body, it is very, very stressful. It's a lot. I get it, but for y'all to be sitting up and saying like it's impossible, come on, man. Don't do that.
Hey, you a bad chick.
I can see like everyone in the red pill manosphere space is just beating him up right now and saying like, oh, he's a simp and he's that. And then, you know, everyone on the other end of it is saying, you know, like, hey, he doesn't have a right to suppress her speech. And, you know, she has the right to say whatever she wants to say. I have yet to see anyone actually cover this in any kind of mature way yet. Look, I think as
I hear what you're saying, but I don't think that this is that. This woman is going crazy. She's acting a darn fool. She's actively dodging this man's kisses when he has given her extremely expensive rings. That's not, at what point in time does one say, okay, like we joke and we kid, we dump all over each other, but come on. I'm thinking of Javier and Eva, I think. Let me see if I can find them. These two, Gabe and Ava, I think, or Javier and Ava Gabrielle. You know they joking. But for her, you downright dogging them out. I mean, even Dave Chappelle jokes about his wife, right? This is good to the point to what a woman's dogging him. This woman is dogging him out. But nevertheless, I appreciate what you're doing. You sticking up for your man, your boy. That's what you're supposed to do. Hey, I met the guy once or twice. I've been on the show. Seemed like a good guy. Yeah, this is weird, but hey, we all do X, Y, and Z. I appreciate you sticking up for your boy, but I don't think that's what it is, Doc.
I know you fucking lying. So some of you men need to understand when you can and can't raise your motherfucking voice. So let me demonstrate. If this is you, you better lower your motherfucking tone when you talking to me. And this, you're pushing it. At this length, you should be able to ask for a sandwich, but you still need to say please. From this length on growing, you won't even have to raise your damn voice to me. You don't even have to use a tone with me. Your breakfast will already be ready for you in the bed. Your damn lunch will already be packed and ready for you to go to work. And by the time you get home, you will have dinner with me in lingerie. Try me if you want to. Check, please. I'm done.
What if he don't have a lot of money, but he's a mechanic and can fix your car whenever you need it? Then save him under the number mechanic. Mechanic. In your phone. That's his name. Now you need to go find water bill, light bill, rent, or mortgage. Car note, you need to go find them too. It's nice to have a little mechanic on the side. You can fix up your car and get you some new rims and whatnot. Sprinkle, sprinkle. Get your free oil change. Tune-ups.
All right, y'all three. Y'all got all kinds of jokes. Y'all got all kinds of jokes until a man ain't present. Until a man see what your game is and he start dogging you out. Y'all got all types of jokes. Keep it up.
With your bald-headed ass. Look at the top of your shit. Nappy-headed, bald-headed bitch. Why would you come stand like this while I'm getting service? Would you want me to do this while you getting help? Dumbass bitch. It's rude as fuck. Ignorant. Dumb hoe. I'm talking about I'm standing right here doing my work. This hoe like this. Why the fuck is you standing right here on my shit, bitch? And he's sitting there like he wanna fuck you. That's why y'all sitting there engaging. Bitch, I'm handling business. Get the fuck out my privacy, hoe. What's wrong with you?
Like me, you're probably watching like, is that a woman or is that a Transformers? And you can't tell the difference in many cases, not because the Transformers are that good, because they're really not. It's because the black female today is so masculine, which means dysfunctional. She can never be truly masculine. She can just be dysfunctional and display traits that are not innate to the human female. And so this is a good wake-up call for black women. I don't want to hear about, oh, I'm in my masculine energy. When I find the right man, I'm going to be in my feminine. Nah, hell nah. Be yourself. If you're a female, you only have female energy, huh? Otherwise, you're displaying the traits of mental illness. And I want to be very clear. This is not to insult you. This is to alert you to the truth so you can start to behave well. The fact that black females today resemble Transformers, it lets you know that so much of what you are is false and phony. It's not female. It's the hair, it's the nails, it's the makeup. That is not female. That's commercial. Those are purchases. You can't buy womanhood. Comments, questions below. And if you're a super slower who feels offended and wants to debate me, send a DM. We can get after it on live stream. Marquettism is for the kids. Marquettism saves lives.
And I do like how she handled it right here. This is how a lot, and you see what the other guy did. This is how a lot of men would handle it, right? Not, oh, you would put this. So here's two sides of it. A man would have handled it like that lady's handling it. Just stand there. I'm taking care of my business. Ain't the time for me to start putting my hands on people. If I ain't got to, I'm not going to do it, right? I might want to say something to you. I might want to steal off on you, but I ain't going to do it. Just sit there. But what a lot of modern women would have liked a man to do in this situation is go ahead and swing on that person, right? If this was a dude, hey, I'm going to get my man on you. That's what they would have wanted, right? So kudos to you for staying straight ahead. This is whatever this person is doing, acting stupid. I got to get on back to the house and mind my business.
Unpopular opinion, disrespecting that man and expecting the utmost respect from that man is a form of crazy work. It's a form of delusional syndrome. Because how the hell do you expect for this man that you're disrespecting to give you the utmost respect? And guess what? Men get tired too, baby. And when he gets tired of being disrespected by you, he's going to walk away. And now you're going to be sitting there looking confused because you got a good man. You know he a good man and you just treating him like shit because you feel like you can. But men get fed up too, baby. Don't let yours.
Because what I've learned from my show, the number one reason why some men are still open to marriage, the men that are, is because of children. Like they want a legacy. Like that's important to them. And they can't. Why'd you make that face?
Oh my God.
But that's the truth, Joy. Like the
Legacy what?
What do you mean?
Do you
legacy?
have castles? What are you passing on?
Oh my God, Joy.
Besides generational trauma and bad hairlines,
Joy.
beards that don't connect. Ugh, this legacy is nonsense. I can't stand it.
Oh my God,
What?
It's hilarious listening to Joy Taylor be critical of men, hairlines, and whatever it is that she's saying. Meanwhile, you would expect women to have this type of mouth when they are walking around looking like God's gift. And I look at her and I'm just like, what? What's the big deal here? She talks with the same spitefulness that she talked when she was in her early 20s. The only difference is that now she has 20 extra years of pain through her failed relationships, and it comes out in her talking points.
That's the truth.
So the men that I find that call into my show that are like serious about marriage and really looking for that, they're the men who want to be a part of their children's lives. They want, they want a legacy. They want a family. And that is,
can we just say they want a family?
No, they want a legacy though. Like
No one's gonna talk about
They
it.
really say
in three
it, Joy.
generations, no one's gonna remember your name.
That is not true.
It is true.
That's currently true for many Black Americans because 3 to 4 generations ago, we were slaves. But it doesn't mean it has to be true for the next 3 to 4 generations, damn it. And now that we have the opportunity to build things such as generational wealth, legacy building is possible. It just depends how it's done. But your selfishness is on display, or rather, it's your degree of cope because you've been unable to have a man retain you long enough for this. So you're just unleashing your trauma onto the world. The level of cope here is inspiring.
We think we are the sun, the moon, and the fucking stars. You are a person, and more than likely, no one is writing songs about you. Okay, but if you have children because you want to be a good parent and you want a family and you want to have that experience in this lifetime. This like legacy live on shit. Oh, you've done nothing in this life.
But
I'm
you said
saying
no
that
one's
so
gonna
often I hear men be like, I want a legacy. You're not a good person. Because if you're just trying to have children, you don't want a legacy. You're making another broken family. You're bringing children into this world who have to struggle through you not being in the home. What the f are you talking about? If you don't have a wife, don't say the word legacy to me, please.
The trauma.
I honestly feel like Joy Taylor at this point is going to end up somebody's drunk auntie, just talking crazy. She gonna be the one to give the bad advice. Girl, just live your life. Just let it happen. Don't take anything seriously. No, you don't take anything seriously. My son and my daughter, they gonna take things seriously. We don't listen to auntie. Whatever she talking about, I don't know, but don't listen to her. Are you sure, Daddy? Are you sure? Yes, I'm sure. And this is what we keep on saying, right? They be committing crimes on camera and then uploading it. They be recording themselves committing crimes and then be proud of it. That's a crime.
What do you define as the streets? Listening to a bunch of girls who got mile-long rosters, that's for the streets. You guys are in the dating scene. You are a part of the sex culture that is on the streets. Because when you're taken off the streets, you are getting married. Yeah.
So do you judge women that sleep with multiple men?
Yes.
Why?
Because I think that you are disrespecting yourself and the people that you're pretending to try and have a relationship with.
So if a guy had a higher body count than you, you wouldn't date him or be with him?
Honestly, that's not possible in my case because my husband's a little bit older than me. So I think it's natural that he has a little bit higher of a body count. So yeah, no, I'm not going to judge men for having a higher body count than me.
So why are you judging women for having a higher body count than you and not men?
Because it does reflect on you at the end of the day, and it reflects in your attitude, your personality, I mean, how you're presenting yourself.
Do you have a lot of friends that are women?
I do.
You do?
I do.
Did your husband have a high body count?
Huh? I honestly don't know what his body count is. I didn't ask. And I don't know why would I?
Oh, girl, you're in for a surprise.
I'm really not. You're in for a surprise because you're never going to end up married.
And once again, this is how you need to handle them. I thought I saw somebody in the comments basically say, I understand why she's married. She's cool. She's calm. She's collected. No wonder. Not the prettiest person, not like a supermodel, but for somebody that can control their emotions, that can have a rational, logical conversation while still being feminine, still having emotions, but not letting those emotions get the best of you and trying to hold others and yourself accountable.
Anything men can do, we can do better. Reject delusions. Embrace gender differences.
In dating, there's something called hypergamy, where women want to date someone who's equal or higher status than them. So for most of human history, that hasn't been that hard because women were not allowed to have those opportunities to leave the home and make money and get educated. So most men were of a higher social status or economic ability. But now, as women are really catching up or surpassing men, there's just way fewer men that are their equal or higher partners. So if you think about it, if 2 out of 3 college graduates are women, then half of those women who graduate will not have a guy who is a college graduate for them to date.
I think we need to start looking at status again because we continue to say equal or higher status like these women have any status, and they don't. In their mind, they're at the top of the world. They're the queens. They're the bosses. But you're not anybody's boss. Unless you're like a CEO or somebody who's running this big, huge Fortune 500 corporation. You're just another regular person that's making 6 figures. Like literally nobody knows you. Period. You're not Bill Gates. You're not Melinda Gates. You're not Jeff Bezos' ex-wife. I don't even know her name. And she would be, because of the money that she has, regardless of where she got it from, she would be considered high status. You're none of those things. That's what we need to start having a conversation about. Just because, and that's really what it comes down to, just because you have more money than somebody does not mean that you're any better than them. And no, I'm not saying that you got to go out there and then find a guy that's making 20K. You don't have to do that. But there's a lot of brothers out here that are making average pay, but good guys, strong pillars in the community, hardworking, professional, integrity. That's what you're looking for in a person. But because they don't have enough money, then you don't consider them high status.
Am I the only person that gets excited when a man asks what you bring to the table? Ooh, I'd be happy as shit when a man asks me that. Because I think the only people that get offended by that question are the women who only bring to the table. Y'all gotta have some other tricks up your sleeve. You do. Because it's so easy for a man to get some coochie that has no responsibility attached to it, that can't possibly be the only thing that you think that you should show up with. Everybody can get some ass. A broke man can get some ass. It's ass for sale. They giving away ass for the hopes of love. I mean, everybody can get some ass. You gotta have something else. My looks and my coochie are the last two things on my list of what I bring to the table. Y'all better get y'all some new tricks, because the men are tired of that. And y'all love to weaponize sex. When y'all mad, y'all don't want to give them no ass. Y'all gotta have something else, because that shit is old.
Here's the tough part. What was her job at the beginning? Was it bitch and complainer or cheerleader? Well, originally she was the best cheerleader. That's why I chose her forever. She made me feel like the fucking best. Well, at what point did it change? Because guys do what you cheer them on to do. But the more you disregard, the more you complain, the more you go like, well, it wasn't done the way I wanted to, my way, the less they're going to be like, I want to fight for you. If you start taking your guy's kneecaps out, he stops fighting for you. Well, I don't want to be accountable for that because he should be stepping up. He should be standing up. You hit him in the kneecap, though. You're kneecapping the guy that you want to stand up, and you're the reason he's doing it. How conflicting for this guy.
It is conflicting, but I don't think that men are communicating that. I just think that
men who are isolated, men who don't have mentors, men who aren't taught the way, men who don't even know they can be warriors.
Right.
The only influence that these guys have, and this is a very important sentence, the only influence and the only person that they want happiness, the only person they want to feel joy and connected, the only person they want intimacy and love, the only person that matters is their girl, and how important her opinion is. And what opinion is she giving is also important. And as soon as she's the nagging, complaining one, the most important resource in his life does not approve of him. He's not good enough. He's a problem, and he doesn't do anything fucking right. What stand up for yourself thing? What stand up and do things is he supposed to have when the one person he would do it for is his hardest critic? He doesn't have a pack. He doesn't have the guys to lean on. He doesn't have good mentorship. He doesn't have the brotherhood. He doesn't have that stuff. Do you know, I have hundreds of guys when they come in and they go, I can't believe that what you built exists. We have all these guys who get together, and I'm talking about the baddest ass dudes, you know, MMA fighters, strong men, police officers, soldiers, Marines. We all get together, Navy SEALs, you name it. We get together and we do have that open vulnerability, that heart, that empathy. I love you, bro. I'm here for you. Man, that's tough. What do we do to serve you? How can I have your back? That's the thing your girl is supposed to do. I even made a joke that most of my guys are emotionally cheating.
At the end of the
with
day,
the
man,
brotherhood. Because my guys are the only ones that seem to give a fuck.
pay attention. Pay attention.
Okay, I want you to rate this woman on a scale of 1 to 10. Oh, 9 or 10 easily. She's stunning. Okay, be honest. Drop dead gorgeous. Well, what if I told you that you look like her? Oh, so you think I'm fat?
At over 300 pounds, I had every single woman and girlfriend in my life telling me, Ashley, you're just so pretty. You're so gorgeous. You're perfect. You don't even need to change. What are you talking about? You look amazing. Over 300 pounds. Not only was I in a delusion, but everyone around me was supporting that idea that over 300 pounds, morbidly obese, was not just aesthetically pleasing. I was completely okay. I didn't need to change a thing about me. The funny thing is, though, once you lose the weight, once you get healthy, those same people that thought you were just so aesthetically gorgeous at 300 pounds, they're nowhere in sight. Because the truth of the matter is, they loved the fact that you were not a threat. They loved the fact that when they sat next to you, they felt better about themselves. They didn't want me to get thin. They didn't want me to get healthy. They wanted to keep me exactly where I was because for them, that's where their ego felt most comfortable. So this is you. If you're on a weight loss journey and you have a bunch of friends surround you telling you, don't lose weight, you're so perfect, you look good with a little weight on you. Those are not your people. Get out now. There's a new group of people coming for you. Keep focused. Love yourself regardless. But you cannot love yourself and be morbidly obese. You simply cannot. Because in order for you to truly love yourself, you take care of yourself. Only love, baby.
You look good with a little weight, not a lot of weight. Don't go crazy now. You might be able to have a piece of candy here and there, but you going crazy eating candy left and right. Forget about being skinny, or forget about being fat. That's going to be the least of your worries. Eating candy and bad foods and all that other stuff, you're going to start developing diseases and illnesses that are not going to be very fun to manage. You have to be careful, man.
Confession. I let my baby's father's dad eat because I needed money to take care of my son, and he wasn't providing at all. He paid me hundreds of dollars for each time. No sex, just him eating. And he talked shit about how he wished his son would be a better man and father, but I was thinking, damn, he acts like you from what I hear. For 2 years, my bills were taken care of because I'd let him eat twice a month. Confession. I once used a strap on this white man from Tinder for groceries and $1,200. He gave me the cash and we went to Walmart at 3 a.m. to get all the groceries, and I saw a coworker. She just nodded like she understood the assignment. He said his ass was hurting for 2 weeks and wanted me to do it again. I said no because I saw a little bit of shit on his strap and I was disgusted. No one knows I've done this. The coworker only saw a white man paying for my 2 carts of groceries. All right.
So I just want to give some game to the guys who don't know if the girl that they're looking at, they should approach or not. Let me just be real honest. If she has the RBF face, arrest bitch face, talk to her, bro. She's nice. It's the girls that are like, he. They are the bitches.
Hey, you know what? This might be good advice, but they always forget to preface it with, be extremely handsome. They forget to tell you that. They forget to tell you be him. This is the thing that they don't understand though. Him is not pressed because him is still killing it on the apps. Him does not have to go out and risk being a creep, getting turned down because yeah, even though they're Chads, they're Tyrones, whatever, Pookie, Ray Rays, they still have egos too, and they still have, like getting turned down or getting looked at funny because no matter how good you look, you're not always somebody's cup of tea. They don't have to face any of that because they are killing it on the apps. These dudes that are killing it on the apps, these are the ones that girls want to approach. You know what I'm saying? Like, because especially in the gym, women are seeing everybody's physiques. And what do women want? The best. They feel they deserve the best. And who am I to say they don't? So you mean to tell me are you telling men with dad bods to approach women with resting bitch face?
And another thing, can we talk about what kind of superhuman eyesight that lady has?
Nah, forget all that you talking about. I'm gonna allow you to reintroduce yourself, because you look like Hove. H to the OV.
That's who do you? Hey, oh, damn!
So I'm in the Wawa parking lot, minding my business, eating my Cheez-Its, post-gym snack, so I look crazy. And this truck pulls up to me and goes, "Roll on your window." I go, "What's up?" He's like, "Let me get your number." I go, "I'm in a relationship." I always say that because I'm in med school, which is kind of like the same thing. Not really in a relationship, but same thing, whatever. And he was like, "I don't care." Savage. So I was like, "Well, I'm in med school. I don't got a lot of time." And he was like, "Oh, you're in med school? You trying to be a doctor?" I'm like, "Of course." And he was like, "Sounds like you need help paying some of your bills. Like, I can help you pay some of your bills." Sir, you did not have to flirt with me that hard. I go, "What's your name?" It's a struggle out here. Can't be too proud, you know? This is life. You gotta deal with the cards that you've been dealt. And I was dealt a card. Man got my number.
Lady gonna say, "Would you like to apply for a Walgreens credit card?" Bitch, if you don't give me my motherfucking Red Bull so I can get to work, I got 3 minutes to clock in.
I think the correct response would have been, "No, thank you. No, no, thank you." And then hit the red button, slide your card, and then get up out of there. I'm not sure what's going on with modern women to where they just got to be rude for no reason. Not only that, they got to pull out their phone and record the fact that they just disrespected somebody. Like, well, maybe you didn't do it in real life, right? But maybe that's what you was thinking. We don't need to know that. I guess that's what I'm trying to say. We don't need to know that. That this is foolishness. Delete this video. Delete it.
This video is for women who date men, so if you're not a woman who dates men, you can keep on scrolling. Ladies, my nails cost $150. My hair costs $200. My car is $500. My rent is $2,500. But I will ask my man for $0. Why? Because he is my partner, not my father. Okay, ladies, now that the men have scrolled, I think that we should start robbing men who invite us to their homes on first dates.
Women know women. If they know women, they know the woman's past. And if she get with a man that has took her and ascended her, them women know. Because they paying attention.
Very much.
They like, he did that. Yeah. But when she don't recognize that, when she get boastful and big-headed, then she loses the respect for that man that helped her. And that happens in a lot of cases. It's like, hold on, now you wasn't like that before you met me.
That, yeah.
You know, but now you like that. And it's like, oh, now
there's a sense of I would have gotten like that eventually.
Exactly.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I need to be able to have an orgy with everybody after I'm done paying. You kidding me? This gotta be the first Olympic. How you expect me to pay for all your friends? Just understand this. I need buns from everybody. I'm here to collect. I'm here to collect. If you need me to cover the entire check, I'm here to collect. I need neck too. I need more than buns. I need buns and I need top. I need it all. I need it all. Any woman that thinks you should pay for her friends, that means she should allow her friends to top you off. Not just, no. Happy ending for everybody. For every single one. I'm telling you, man. Women that think like this, there has to be some type of mental illness that allows them to justify this type of thought process. Girl, you rich. How you need me to take care of your friends? You hanging around peons? What's going on? They poor too? What's going on? How you rich but your friends are poor? What's going on? It's not adding up. It's not adding up. This is why, gentlemen, I'm telling you, regardless of a woman's status, wealth, it doesn't matter. If this is her mentality, she's a waste. There's nothing you can do with this. Throw her to the side. I thought better of you, Sunni. There's no way. I really thought better. But a lot of times you'll be so, I won't even say you'll be surprised, man. Nowadays, you got to just anticipate that the average woman, this is her thought process. Regardless of how she looks, her success, She more than likely thinks that you're supposed to provide for everybody. But it's okay though, gentlemen, because we're prepared to let her know we need the neck from everybody. I need buns, cheeks, everybody. Get in line. Single file. Gentlemen, it's Trust Fund Baddies only. And if any woman tries to play with you, let her know you want to play with her friends next.
I'm not gonna lie to you. I thought this was a joke. You know, one of those things where you might have somebody generate an outrageous thing to say, like an outrageous clip or quote or something like that, and put it on the internet, and you're like, man, that's AI or something like that. I thought that's what this was, but she actually said that. Like, what are we doing? What are we doing?
The Department of Education has now come out with a list of degrees that they are saying will no longer be considered professional. And this list will take effect July of 2026. Some of the degrees that they said are no longer professional include a physical therapist, an occupational therapist, advanced nurse practitioner, nurse practitioners, a physician assistant, teachers, a speech language pathologist, and there's more. But when I saw this again, I couldn't believe it. Because what does that mean on the back end? On the back end, that means that they are attacking female dominant fields.
I was married for 5 years, but I was with my husband for 10 years. And I'm going to be honest, I lost a good man because of my mindset of I can compete with a man. Queen vibes, princess treatment. I ain't have to work. I ain't have to do nothing. But my mouth was bad. And I lost a good man. I'm taking that L. I disobeyed every direct order, but I didn't cheat. And I thought like, oh, I'm the perfect wife. I don't cheat. I don't go outside. I don't even get dolled up. But I'm in the house saying, fuck you, suck my fuck your mother, fuck everybody. And it's man, f the kids we got together type shit. That's how mad I get. I f up a whole marriage. I had the that every bitch wanted. And I'm sitting here saying that because it eats me up every day. And I ain't gonna lie, I'm an alpha at the end of the day, and that's what f me up. He put me in a soft girl era, but I still had the mindset of an alpha.
I definitely agree. Some women are in relationships and still sourcing.
Why people don't do like hard launch is protection for their future prospects. Do you know what I mean? Like that some people don't post their man because they don't want like you know, when you have a boyfriend, the men they're gonna unfollow you. Like you're gonna drop, like you're gonna lose followers immediately because the men are literally following you because you're single and you're hot. You know what I mean? So the second they find out you have a boyfriend, they're not following you anymore, and they don't want to lose that. Do you know what I mean? They don't want to be like the catch anymore. So it's just like not letting that go, which I think is kind of crazy. That just says you really don't like the guy that you're dating at that moment. Do you know what I mean?
Dang. It's wild on both ends. The audience that then unfollow that, like you're only following me for that, versus also what you're saying.
Exactly.
That's a wild.
Now, fellas, understand the relationship that you're in because nobody can tell you different if you know your woman better than everybody else. Now, if you're in a relationship where you and your woman discuss whether or not you want to be posted, then that's one thing. But if you said, hey, I like to be appreciated sometimes, I want you to, post me, especially if you're posting her and she's like, nah, I don't think it's right or anything like that. Trust me, if a woman values you and happy to have you, she's showing you to the world because at the end of the day, she doesn't have to put your tag. She has to put your name. She can post your arm, shoulder, hand, feet. It doesn't matter. Chest, her hugging you from the back so they can't see your face. They have to post something. Because some women will post where they live, the new keys that they got to their house, the new car keys, and the car itself with the license plate number in it. After a gym workout, they'll post their booty, damn near a bikini, showing a thong, showing ass, showing cleavage. But she will never want to post you, and you wonder why. Bruh, you just got to tell her one thing if she does that. And you want to get married. Pack it up.
Men melt when a woman speaks softly. But a lot of women don't want to hear that because they think being sweet makes them look weak. But that's a huge mistake because a woman's greatest power is her softness. Think about it. If he wanted another alpha energy in his house, he would have married another man. So if you ever have caught yourself thinking, he never does anything that I ask him to, it's probably because you talk to him like you're another guy challenging him. Try using your feminine, soft, lighter tone of voice more often and just watch how differently he treats you. I've never heard a no from my husband when I speak to him gently. He's even told me that he can't resist when I ask that way. If it feels hard to switch into that sweet version of you, it's because you've permanently turned on that masculine energy without even noticing. And that puts your relationship at risk.
When I'm sitting with 5 Black women and we're discussing about the state of the image of Black women domestically and globally, and why they're the least married, the highest divorce, and the least clicked on social dating apps. And they're giving all these different reasons and explanations, some legit and some not. And despite all the reasons and justifications for why they feel they can be and dress and wear and have on what they want to, a question was asked by an audience member. Ladies, do you believe y'all are in competition with the other women around you? And all 5 of them said no. The least married, the most divorced, with the highest rates of single parent households is saying that they're not in competition with the women around them. And they're also complaining about the men that date outside of the race and outside of the culture. There is a demographic of women, and this goes beyond Black women, in their 20s, in their late teens, 20s, and creeping into their 30s, that believes the way they behave, how they act, what they've done in the past is not a factor for the outcomes of what they're actually experiencing. Yeah. Every person who tells them these things is a hater, hates women, and is misogynistic. They're conditioned to think that way. Feminism taught them you are entitled and free to date who you want, have sex with who you want, and have children with who you want. But it never told them about the consequences of living like that. And then they were taught that anybody that does tell them that are the worst things imaginable. So it's created a narcissistic space where ego and narcissism and vanity is allowed to reign. And when you're done doing that run, there's going to be a great outcome on the other end. A lot of y'all going to be sharing, men. A lot of y'all going to be going to these wives and girlfriends and asking them if they open to opening up their relationship in their homes. A lot of you are going to be buying pet food. And a lot of you may need to start dating other women. And guess what? The outcomes ain't so great for that either. If the men have to change and grow and become better versions of themselves to even attract you, in order for you to get the type of men that you want, you're going to actually have to care about what's happening in society and who's getting picked and who's not. And if you want to keep listening to social media and if you want to keep listening to your single girlfriends, you can. But don't be shocked if your outcomes don't significantly improve.
I like the part that he said about this goes beyond Black women. You have a whole, portion of women that are thinking that they can basically do whatever they want, say, dress, be however they want. And that's just not true. Like, you have to understand that the competition or and we talked about status a little bit ago. You have to understand that just because you believe that you're something, you might not be that, and that's okay. Y'all are thinking that y'all are better than somebody, and the competition is beating you out. Think about saying, man, we're the most superior burger place, but the burger place down the road is packed out. Well, they don't like good food. They like trash food and this, and that. Whatever they do and don't like, that burger joint that you said is trash, they're sold out every day and they're making more money than you while you sit up on your high horse. Well, I ain't compromising. I ain't lowering my standard. I eat only the best, organic and all that. Maybe they don't care about organic. Maybe they just want something that's really good. Maybe. Well, it ain't the best and I want to live like this, and this. Well, okay. Let's see if we can do an audit and make organic sexy. Let's see if we can make it to where somebody wants organic. And then you go in there and do an audit and you find, well, this is not actually organic. This is just somebody that's saying that this is organic, but it's not. This is somebody that's trying to sell organic and fresh, the day of freshness, to people who already know what it is. People have already come by your store. They've already come by your burger joint and found out, oh, this is not actually organic. And I can pick out the reasons why. You go down to that burger joint that's selling out and say, hey, Why don't y'all try samples from this other burger joint that's organic and fresh? They bust out laughing at you. Why? We already been down there, man. That ain't organic. That ain't fresh. My wife knows organic. My wife is a nutritionist. She's a dietitian. She's into all that stuff, health, fitness. She knows exactly. I've been into health and fitness, but not to the degree that my wife is. I mean, between me and her and my friends who are in that community, that ain't, do your thing, say what you want to say. This is America, but that ain't fresh. That's not organic. That's not healthy. Yeah, if you look at the ingredients and you speak to her about what she's got to offer, there are some added benefits here and there to what she's selling, but she's charging a premium way above its value. And then saying, oh, this is the best, this is fresh, this, that. It's not. And I'm not about to pay, say, $50 for a premium burger when I can go down the road and get one for $20. That's just as healthy, quote unquote. I can get more value actually down the road for a $20 burger versus going up here paying $50. Basically what I'm trying to say is your product, even though it's good, there's something to it, it's overpriced. That's what I'm trying to tell you in a nice way. And instead of telling you in a nice way, I just never came back. I tried it and I never came back. Some people tried it twice. Some people tried it 3 times and they never came back. That's how modern dating is. Some men will date you, they'll talk to you, but then they'll recognize while you talk about your standards, oh, well, they just can't handle me and all that other nonsense. I've tried dating her, talking to her, taking her out 2 times, 3 times actually, and she's not any better, or maybe marginally better than what I could find down here. And this is why I married my wife. We've been together for 20 years. I get more value from my wife. I get more fulfillment from my wife. I get more love from my wife. I get more attention from my wife than she would have ever given me. She's beautiful, no doubt. She's got something. She's smart, right? A lot of people in the community, they love her when they talk to her. But as far as her dating, not a lot of people, men specifically, want to be around that. It's not enough. Her nagging and complaining and thinking that she's always the only one right in the situation, it's just too much it was too much for me, and it's too much for most men. Most of the guys that I know that dated her, they're married. As a matter of fact, the last one that I know, he got married 5 years ago. So, I mean, this year will mark, what, 6 years that he's been married. So everybody's married and moved on with their life, and she's still sitting out there single. That's what's going to happen to you guys. That is what's happening to you guys right now. These people moved on to a different place, found something that works for them, and you still sitting out there lonely and single, proclaiming your standards.